Hello, YouTube. This is Kevin with the Weird Homes Tour. Back at you again with another wonderfully weird, creative home. If you are new to our channel, we do these virtual tours of unique, and creative, and interesting homes all around the world. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see more of these and hit the little bell for notifications so that you know whenever we're going to do another live tour and you can participate live and ask the homeowner questions and all that fun stuff. We have a real treat for you today. We are at the end of a trilogy of really cool Orlando area mansions that we've been talking with Andrew about. They do these really cool short-term rentals where it's these huge houses where every room is themed after something. So we saw the Great Escape house where all of the rooms were dedicated to a different board game. We saw the Sweet Escape mansion where every room was themed after a different sweet treat. And this week we are being treated to the Lake Louisa Chateau, which has a sports theme. So all you sports fans, this one is for you. And we're going to hop on over to Andrew. Andrew, how are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm ready to hit this out of the ballpark.
I love it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Show us around.
Okay, we are outside of the main house at the 54-acre Lake Louisa Chateau Sports House. The gate is way down there, and we are surrounded by beautiful nature, a pond, and a gigantic lake that is part of the Claremont chain of lakes where you can boat, you can fish, you can ride Craig cats that are like new age jet skis. However, we're going to go on to the inside and check out all the fun over-the-top amenities that you can do when you're done playing outside.
Love it. Love it. Let's see it. And so this
just opened. We had the grand opening last week and the first guest check-in tomorrow. This is the only one I am not the owner of. I am just the guy that was hired to make this house really cool. We spent months transforming what was an ordinary home into the world's first sports-themed mansion, and you can also rent it through us as the agent of sales. Welcome to the Lake Louisa Chateau. That is Nessa finishing up one of the last works of art that we have. We're going to take you upstairs first, past the Kentucky Derby room, up the Olympian staircase.
Oh, wow.
Like art, by the way, a lot of that is done by the girl who just flashed on camera, Nessa. She does it all by hand, works day and night.
Love it. Love it. And Andrew, what was the inspiration for the sports theme?
Everybody likes sports, just like the other two that we had, where we chose things that everybody loves that we could enjoy making, where we had some great ideas for all the rooms. This is actually medieval sports. It's just a little landing in the staircase. But let's get into hockey. You are looking at the coolest hockey bedroom in the world, hands down. I know because I've researched them and I'm overconfident. And every room, of course, in true fashion of the properties listed by Orlando Area Luxury Rentals, has something you can play. This has an interactive commercial hockey dome game. Even the ceiling fan and the lights are hockey stick lights and fans. Memorabilia all over the room. Even the nightstands are actually made from hockey sticks. The floor, of course, looks like a hockey rink. As you look around the walls, you see things like hockey pucks that went flying and got stuck in the walls. Hockey has a bathroom too, where the fun and games continue. The towel rack is hockey. The mirror is made of hockey sticks. Everything goes with the theme. So if you have any hockey fans out there, tell us what we
love it.
What we
and where do you get some of the stuff? Like how do you find hockey stick fan blades? Is there some place that sells it, or are you making all this cool stuff?
Well, first you imagine it and you say, I know it's got to be out there, so you Google it. The nightstands were on, I believe, on Etsy, and the fan blades were actually on Lowe's.com. They actually have hockey ceiling fans on Lowe's.com. Lowe's, the major home improvement store, and you can choose whichever themes you want. Over here, the NASCAR Pitstop. So when you think of sports, everyone's like, oh, it's only baseball, hockey, and football. No, we have stuff for everybody here. There will be a bowl. There will be one romantic room where you ski. There's all sorts of things, but they're all in one way or another a sport. Like NASCAR is, of course, considered to be a sport for sure. We have 3 different car beds that all light up and do their own things. And of course, it wouldn't be a bedroom if we didn't have something over the top cool. So there is an actual NASCAR video game. You've got all the drag lights, you've got tires, vintage gas pumps. You've got this whole pit stop field with all this memorabilia and some real car parts there behind plexiglass. The owner of the house is a huge car buff, and he had a garage filled with items. So I told him, let's hang them just all over the wall. Let's go crazy in this room and make it like a crazy, chaotic mechanics pit stop.
Love it, love it. I love the car beds, and yeah, I mean, who doesn't love NASCAR, right?
Or who doesn't just love a cool room? Check out the ceiling light in this one. I found one that's a tire, and then you got the black and white checker spinning above it. Back out into the medieval games hallway, and we head into the basketball room, or the dream team sleeping quarters, because you have dreams when you sleep too. Okay, so in this room, you actually have 2 video game machines. Why not? You have NBA Jam, and you have one of those commercial hoops games. I love these. I'm so competitive on them, the kind where you actually play basketball and try to get the high score before the time runs out.
Yeah, I love it. I love the hoop games and how every room has its own little arcade game. And I have to say that I think that particular room is a slam dunk.
Oh, you got me. Now we're going to have a pun battle as we go through this. Okay, so I was already on the second floor where I took my game to another level. That was one, I guess. Okay, they have to be sports related though, huh?
Well, yeah, I think that's close enough, right?
I had some too. I don't want to mess up and strike out. All right, this is the Kentucky Derby room. This is a very elegant and simple room, but I don't know if it comes across on camera. In person, it's very elegant, very large, very refined. A lot of people are going to fight for this room when they come with the whole family, because you may not be able to see from the pictures, but this bed is gigantic. It is roughly 2 feet wider than a regular king. It's known as a Texas king. We had Bill. In the website pictures that we took for the website that will be launched next month, we piled 11 people. A lot of them were kids, but 11 people onto this bed just to show you visually how large it is. And there was still room to add more if we really wanted to. It's all about the Kentucky Derby, where the women wear these loud, crazy hats, which I didn't know until I started researching this and doing this. And the expression is "run for the roses." But we have a lot of the Kentucky Derby style hats on display. And we have different things, like here in this picture is actual sand from the real Kentucky Derby. So if you happen to be a fan of the Kentucky Derby, this room will be pretty darn cool for you. We even have an old style Kentucky Derby game sitting on the little window table. But let's get to some of the more striking stuff.
Let's do it.
Nessa, again, you can find her on Instagram at Nessa Paintings. Yes. I'm sorry? NM, N like Nancy, M like Mary Paintings. Her art is incredible. And speaking of incredible art, this is the Safari Painting. In here, you use the sport of a camera to hunt for pictures of 20 mammals and birds that are hidden, and you have to name them and find them all to win a prize at the end.
Oh, love it, love it.
Up here, we are entering the baseball room. Pretty simple and straightforward. This has 2 triple bunk beds to sleep 6 people. And it has, I don't want to use the word pinball because these are so different. Don't know if you've ever seen one, Kevin, but you basically play the field. You bat on the playing field, and then whether you get like a double or a triple, the players up here move, and it actually keeps track of your score like a baseball game.
Oh, love it. Yeah, I've seen those in the arcade, but I've never played one.
They
That's
are pretty
amazing.
fun. I like anything that's different and unique. In this wing, we're entering one room that I feel is going to probably be one of the most popular. This is the golf simulator room. Now, that golf cart, which was repurposed, is actually a queen size bed made out of a golf cart.
Nice.
Pretty sure that's a first. This has two games too. We have a golden tee game, which is really popular, and then we have a set of real clubs that you use for the 10-foot tall golf simulator game that you can actually play right here. You lock the doors, keep it safe, and you really putt and you really hit the ball in a full-scale commercial golf simulator.
I love it, and you don't have to retrieve any balls that you shank into the water or anything.
You don't have to retrieve them from water, but if you hit them behind the golf bed, I guess you would. However, this netted screen closes. So unless you do something crazy, it should pretty much stay in this area here. We have a computer screen you monitor it all on, and a remote control and a keyboard that controls your game. You can choose your course, choose the background sound effects. You can hear birds. But this should be a real hit with golf fans. And for Xbox fans, these are the box seats like you would see in an arena. These are two benches made from parts of golf carts in a hallway that face the brand new model Xbox. I forget what we call the brand new Xbox. It's not like the Xbox 2, but whatever we're calling the new brand new Xbox that just came out 2 weeks ago, there it is. Playing sports games on a subscription service provided by the owner. And behind you, we have the Hall of Fame, tributes to lots of famous athletes who have done landmark things in their careers from all of the sports that are covered in the bedrooms here. And then it tells you, and in this corner, because we're heading towards the gym and the boxing room, past a little piano that has sheet music to take me out to the ball game, and autograph collections. These items we bought online are autograph collectibles from various players in several sports. And health is real wealth as we enter the first of 4 kitchens. This one we call the sports nutrition kitchen because we're entering that healthy wing. It's all about gyms and boxing and stuff like that. Not that boxing is healthy if you get hit too hard, but. And so, ding, ding, ding. In this corner, you're stepping into the boxing ring room.
I love it. This I'd say that this room right here is a big hit.
You like this one? Okay, yes. It's definitely, and this artwork was done by Nessa again, promoting her because she took one last day to finish some murals. This room actually was at least a month of artwork. So we got one boxer who's well known in this corner, and in that corner is Pacquiao. You got the referee, and then you got this machine. Your interactive game for this room that launches actual classes. You put on the boxing gloves, you can wear the robes if you want to, and you follow the on-screen instructions, and it monitors your progress, your hits, your calories, and you actually box on the screen and do workout and MMA classes here.
Love it, love it. And yeah, I think that this room really highlights like what you were saying, where these rooms don't just have items that you can buy that are sports related. You've commissioned custom pieces for this home. So there's things in this home that you're not going to find anywhere else.
Correct. I mean, the boxing machine you can buy online, but it's not a common item. I make sure that every room is an interactive experience so that when you get here or when you plan your stay, everybody will be like, I want this room. No, I want this room. And you'll fight to be the one to get that room. And by the way, that was one of those puns because we're going to fight for the room in the boxing ring. Gotcha. Knockout. It's a knockout. Buy me some peanuts, not Cracker Jacks, because this is the healthy room. Okay, so we're heading into sort of a CrossFit box gym. You don't have to love CrossFit. It could be any workouts. I'm actually really proud of this gym room and how this turned out. In here, we have a high-tech piece of equipment that has live classes. So you can actually do yoga classes, weightlifting, and cardio classes to music. All the weight equipment is kept in there. We have the bars, and you follow the on-screen trainer, and it has an actual Wii sensor or some kind of advanced we're workouts, you can create a profile. You can let it know if you're new to workouts or you're advanced or you're intermediate. We got Bosu balls, ab mats, light weight racks. The beast mode off. This is a Murphy bed. When you pull it down, there's a giant beast mode is now on sign. And the bed even has, you can barely see him in the video, I'm sure, but it's got leg straps and arm straps. So when you lie in the bed, you can do workouts where you pull the straps and it offers resistance. So everywhere you turn is workout stuff. And it really feels to me like a small commercial gym. This wall is completely mirrored. You've got lockers, you've got foam rollers, and you even have a CrossFit gym clock. I don't know if they're officially CrossFit gym clocks, but I do CrossFit, so I associate it. The bathroom has my corny little puns like no weights for this bathroom. And this is the best room to do cleans. So it's a bedroom and every bit a real gym. This is another fantastic work of Nessa here. But no, this is really awesome. This is Hollywood sports legends. Can you name the scene that you're seeing from these classic sports movies? This one, I think to me is a given. Do you know it, Kevin?
It's the Show Me the Money.
Yeah, fire. How about that one?
Oh, that's the Sandlot, right? I remember. I love that movie growing up.
On the shirt, I don't know if they're coming through. It just looks so real and so 3D.
Oh gosh.
And I got the theater, and in here you can do karaoke in front of everybody as you recline right before your movie. You can have an opening act of karaoke. There's a faux fireplace over there. We call it the Field of Dreams movie theater. And it's right off of the sports bar and arcade.
Yeah, I would say that this home would be like the perfect place to watch a Super Bowl, a World Series, any major sporting event.
Yes, I fully expect this place to be packed for those events.
Yeah.
So the arcade is lined up with Guitar Hero, Batman, Terminator, Salvation. We've got one cocktail multi-cade table there playing video games. That machine across from me plays 3,000 games. And then we have one of those floor games where you can play sports games on the floor where the ball goes back and forth and you kick it. And I think this has over 100 games that you can play on the floor. We've never done one of those before. That was pretty fun. In case there weren't enough video games, there's another old school multi-cade right over there in that corner. As you enter the football room. So you can see the bed is designed to look like field goal posts.
Mm-hmm.
We have football beanbag toss. We have a PlayStation that's ordinarily on with the Madden football game. We have a specialty game called foosball based on football. And something that I noticed you can't really tell on camera, that gray line looks to me on the camera like a baseboard. It's actually not. The floor is way down there. The floor looks like this, but then right when you get here, the artist made the floor continue up the wall to make the room look bigger in the stadium. Over at the football ceiling fan, one of my little puns, and you thought you were a football fan. Now, there's another room in here, the ski room, which is an extremely elegant master. Somebody's working on tweaking an effect that I want to show you where it literally snows in the room in false windows. So we'll come back to it to see if he's done in a few minutes. And I'm going to take you on over to the guest house, which has my personal favorite room, the bowling glow-in-the-dark room. So yeah, the glow-in-the-dark KingPin bowling room. This is the bedroom with a king bed, and yet it has 2 skee ball lanes and a Family Guy commercial bowling arcade game with still enough room left over for a mini fridge, microwave. We've got all kinds of bowling props. These are actual lights that hang from the ceiling over the nightstand tables. Total fluorescent glow-in-the-dark room. First time Orlando area luxury rentals has worked at all in designing such a thing. And then in the middle,
I could.
we have a glow-in-the-dark water sports bathroom. Even the toilet seat is a wakeboard. And we call this one the mini golf room because it has 2 triple bunks. And it's really a depiction of what is on this property outside with a little bit of a mini golf emphasis. So it's just another why this whole building glows. Okay. So the pool at this one is an Olympic-sized pool. It's unlike the other pools you saw, though. This was already here, and we didn't make a new one. So it is just a large, right now covered pool. It has waterfalls. We added lots of couches and beds, all sorts of relaxation to it, because one thing we did add is a gigantic 85-inch outdoor TV that's weatherproof, which has more karaoke, so you can sing your hearts out by the pool. And you can also broadcast your own music or watch Netflix. Looking at it on my screen, it's not that big, but in person, this is an impressive sized TV. It's pretty much a movie screen. But I like it more than what we have at the Sweet Escape because unlike the movie screens there, you can watch this day or night. And this pool house also has its own third kitchen. Actually, this would be the fourth. There was one in the arcade, and then it has 2 bathrooms as well. So there's a whole little lounging area, and this is pretty much a building unto itself. Okay, let's see where David is with our last minute tweaks for tomorrow's first guest on the snow effect.
Oh.
Hear it going. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it's very visible here. Can you see that?
Oh wow, yeah, that's amazing. So seeing snow in Florida is pretty rare. So if you want to see it, you got to go to Lake Louisa Chateau.
It's snowing here and there. We like to say it's a house where the rooms snow and glow. This giant ski suite has 2 fireplaces that are electric. And it plays a video on the screen for you to use this skiing simulator machine, which is actually used to train people to ski. And for the nighttime, we have a more, I don't want to say cheap, but a basic effect where we put projector lights on to create a snow effect on the rest of the walls at nighttime. Just kind of a cute holiday Disney-esque one, I'd say.
Wow, amazing. So for the paintings where it's snowing, that's contained within the picture, right? So there's no snow cleanup, correct?
Correct. None of the wood on the walls was here when we arrived. It was all just white walls. And we had the mural done floor to ceiling. We covered up a piece of the mural at the bottom with all the woodwork. And then we created the frames and we put the windows on. And then behind the snow wall, there is an elaborate thing that a bunch of people worked really hard on for weeks because nobody's ever done something like this before. We saw one place online that had like an item you could buy, supposedly called a snowing window. They were in the UK, but they never responded to any inquiries. And that was the closest we came. So we had to make it ourselves with blowers and vacuums and a lot of trial and error. There were a few things that might have had a little explosion inside, but it was a process. And the artwork here is just incredible. You can almost believe you're looking out a window someplace other than Florida. And that all leads to a somewhat traditional master suite with a snow-free crystal chandelier over the tub, plenty of space and 2 sinks. And that and those are the basics of the Lake Louisa Chateau sports and game-themed mansion designed for family reunions and to sleep up to 46 people just outside of Orlando, Florida.
Wow, just amazing. It's I could see myself going over there and spending a week in the summer, swimming in that big pool, and then if it gets a little bit too hot outside because of the Florida summers, just spending the night in that snow bedroom and just cooling down. just like that.
Me too. The more I walk through it, the more I actually want to stay here and kick those people out coming tomorrow.
Love it. So yeah, Andrew, thank you so much for giving us such a wonderful sneak peek of this amazing home in Lake Louisa in the Orlando, Florida area. We highly recommend that all of our viewers who are watching this go to Orlando area luxury rentals and check out this home. Check out the other homes we did. We have other tours with the Great Escape Home, which is board game themed. We have another tour of the Sweet Escape Home, which is candy themed. All amazing homes. They book fast, so go take a look. Would be the perfect place to stay if you're going to the theme parks. Would be the perfect place to stay if you are going to have a family reunion. And if you want to see more of those homes, and if you want to see other tours that we're doing, we recommend that you check us out. Subscribe to the Weird Homes Tour YouTube channel. Hit the little bell for notifications so that you see more tours that are coming up. And drop us a like, drop us a comment, let us know what you thought about this. Let us know if there's any other homes that you'd like to see us do tours in the future. Andrew, thank you so much. We really appreciate you giving us this behind the scenes sneak peek of this amazing home. We appreciate it.
It was great working with you, and I hope to see you again on another one. And I hope to see some of your viewers here at the Lake Louisa Chateau.